The day I got out of prison at 18, my whole family was already gone. The only thing my father left me was a wooden box. But when I opened it, inside was a $50 million check, 49% ownership of a corporation, and a letter from my father. That was the moment I finally learned who destroyed my family. There was also an old photograph inside. Every person in that picture had a hand in setting my father up. Even so, his final wish was for me to forgive them. But as I stared at those faces, I only had one thought left: revenge. So I gave myself a new name, Emily. Then I rented the same beach house from all those years ago. The woman who owned it now was one of the people who ruined my father's life, Lydia. To get close to her, I followed her to a hotel one day, but what I didn't expect was to see Conrad there too. So I disguised myself as a waitress and slipped into their room. The second nobody was looking, I added something to his soup. Not long after, Conrad suddenly clutched his chest and collapsed to the floor. Within minutes, the ambulance showed up, and I stood nearby watching everything, pretending I had just walked by.
My God, is this your husband? Do you need a ride to the hospital? No, I don't.
Lydia panicked the second she saw me, then disappeared straight into the crowd. When Conrad's wife, Victoria, arrived at the hospital, the doctor told her he had only gotten food poisoning, but she clearly remembered her husband saying he was out golfing that day, and now he was wearing a hotel bathrobe. In that moment, Victoria understood everything. She grabbed Conrad by the collar.
Don't do it again.
Not long after that, the local elite hosted a charity party on a yacht. With a little help from a friend, I managed to get inside. And that night, I finally met Victoria face to face. She even introduced me to her best friend Lydia.
And then yesterday at the South Fork Inn, I hope your husband's feeling better.
The second I said that, Victoria's expression completely changed. One look at Lydia's panicked face was enough for her to figure everything out. Moments later, she publicly returned the Van Gogh painting Lydia had gifted her, then had security throw Lydia off the yacht. Just like that, a friendship that lasted over 10 years was completely destroyed. And me? I had already set my sights on Victoria's only son. According to the footage from my father's trial, Victoria was the very first person to testify against him. But what I didn't know was that someone had already figured out who I really was. That same night, a man broke into my house. I attacked him instantly on instinct until he finally said his name. That was when I recognized him. He was the man who picked me up the day I got out of prison.
What are you doing here, Nolan?
I want to help you.
You can't help me, Nolan.
I didn't trust anyone anymore, so I shut him down immediately. But the next second, he threatened me instead.
But I can be just as powerful an enemy as any one of them.